Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep is Darren Sproles. This is brought in at the 21. Breaks the tackle. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. 82. 81.
Wentz going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again. But coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page. What can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosiveness on offense. I mean, that's what they've got to get to. You mentioned 2016. They rolled up points like crazy. Absolutely obliterated people on the offensive side of the ball. They want to get back to that. Get Julio Jones, get him sprung free again. But they drafted Calvin Ridley out of Alabama to help with that. All right, they can run the football, obviously, with Devontae Freeman. On the defensive side, the mantra is speed, speed, speed. And they want to get Vic Beasley back chasing the quarterback where he led the league in sacks 2 seasons ago.
On second down, Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter doing pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been a neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he'd finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they'll have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on now. Let's go. Greg.
You can't fucking audible, dude. This what the fuck?
They run with Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Don't hit the speed button.
Up from
Shit,
his
I'm fucking not hitting
linebacker
the speed
spot,
button.
Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ram.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 41 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Ajayi. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Ajayi. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll get it up the middle. And
Jesus Christ, dude.
In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands.
It's pissing me off.
Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now it's Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sideline. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out and out come the Eagles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
4 down. Check.
And on the ground they go with a
God damn it, dude, the hole's there!
And it leads to a 4th down.
Fucking hole is there,
Report
son.
on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that
Dude,
one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is taken at the 23. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, Ryan. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, wait.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of the new season.
God damn it.
Picks up the first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Get up! Get up!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Bring it to you. Wrap. Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Oh shit, I didn't know it was fucking...
On 1st down, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Come on now, guys, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
Oh, my God!
No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He finds Ajayi. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake. Wentz steps away. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He got 29 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
What the hell, dude?
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, let's go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go. Hey, got it. Let's go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They're going to run this with a tight end.
Fuck me.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Eric Saubert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
54, south.
Now Ryan. And it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw is Wentz. Flushed out, nowhere to go.
No!
And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass
bullshit.
protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ryan on the handoff.
Oh my God!
And they can't bring him down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Man, this thing takes forever to fucking load.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Great.
Oh my God.
Wentz to throw on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down.
Are you kidding me?
Altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
Come on, dude.
You're wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down.
Oh!
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the
3rd and
scoreboard.
10. Like fucking. I don't know what fucking playbook.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard
Fuck
line.
me, man.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This a 43-yard attempt.
Oh my God!
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball
Fucking
game.
9 points is fucking off the fucking board.
You're gonna find around.
9, no, 7
Unlike
fucking
him,
points.
One of the better kickers
7
in the NFL.
fucking
I don't
points.
think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Ryan and the Falcons
Cackle,
now
man.
come up
Fucking
1st
shit,
and 10
man.
at the 33-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
Try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And welcome back.
Shut up!
Brotherly love.
Damn, I'm so irritated with your
It's the
fucking damn
Falcons.
button.
They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Shut up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first
Shut
down.
up, stupid dog.
Brings this up to the 47. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Get up! 21! 12! 12!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover.
Are you?
It's intercepted.
Damn it, dude.
Ronald Darby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running
What the
yourself
fuck?
into an error.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on second down. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
No!
Tight end
Come on, man!
It's Desmond
Fuck this
Trufant.
shit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Little bit of a backbreaker.
I fucking intercept. My guy fucking just fucking decides to go the other way. He intercepts, he goes.
Push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Wentz to try again after the
No! No!
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Fuck it. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to
safety here, Ron Parker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Ram.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Are you?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. Julio Jones.
I don't care anymore. I don't care because I'm getting tossed in the ass with that fucking grease.
Julio Jones, 62 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win.
A fucking game, all of a sudden everything just fucking
strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
Oh, sure, now you can fucking just sit back and fucking zone all damn day.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards, he can get 5
You know that old
6.
expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This shit takes forever to load.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Of course, man.
Up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Shorty.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Lion.
They'll toss it to a giant.
Yeah, dude.
Brought down, losing yardage
horseshit,
back at the
man.
40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it.
This shit, I fucking threw it out of bounds, and he fucking still goes in bounds on his ass.
Side in order to run the ball.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
Jesus Christ.
Being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories.
I'm fucking blitzing him, and he still gets 5 yards. I can't fucking get a yard.
I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Sproles. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy who threw down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Shorty, on the ball.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
Are you
complete? The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
What did you say, what?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. That's it.
Now Wentz got to have this one.
My God!
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He fucking threw it
and now we
behind
won't
his
see a
ass.
play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Oh, God, this game. You fucking work on shit, you fucking practice shit, and it fucks you. It fucks you hard.
On 1st down, Wentz.
Look at that, dude. I mean, why is it taking him so long to throw? I'm hitting the button to freaking throw to the tight end coming across.
Things really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just
it's like he's fucking winding up like he's going to throw a fucking pitch.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Carson Wentz, that's his first touchdown pass since December 10th of last year. Elliott on for the extra point.
I was about to say, did I miss that too? Piece of shit.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Atlanta, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having two if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.
Are we gonna go to Pet Club? I see the pet.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, oh, you were watching?
I was.
I mean, I was when those field goals just, I don't know what the fuck, dude. I mean, everything just fell apart.
Can't cash in, right? He's scoring touchdowns, and it's like, fuck.
There's that one interception I got. The whole field was empty. And my guy, what does he do? He fucking starts running the other way. If you'd have ran the right way, that would have been an interception. That would have been a pick six. All he had a line. I mean, it's just I'm watching it right now. As soon as I caught the ball, he turns around. I don't know why the fuck he turns around. Son of a bitch, dude.
Well, you know, tell you what I tell my guys. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Don't put too much into the first quarter. Just the first game, right?
Yeah, it's just the first game. Still, I mean, I had this game. I was playing within my. I had my game plan. I was doing it. I was mixing it in. I'll tell you what, this app was helping because when I saw the formation, it told me 80% run. I was like, okay, I'm going to freaking defend the run, bring everybody up.
And it was true to its form.
He beat me on that deuce. I used the linebacker and I covered Julio coming across, but he freaking hit me with freaking Freeman swinging out. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah.
And then he intercepts. I just realized a fat lineman picked off the damn ball. Are you kidding me?
What's lineman?
Number 90, Shelby. He put him back. He put him in coverage. I hope the hell that was a play. That was a coverage play.
Check the film.
Well, I mean, I can't check. I mean, all I know is.
Let's go back and find where go back and find the play he got sacked. Right through interceptions.
It was at 6:35 in the. I don't know what quarter this is. Oh, fourth quarter. His fucking lineman just drops back right where the running back is. And he fucking picks it off out of the air. I mean, unfucking real. Unfucking real. And then I mean, I'm stopping his running game.
Yeah, you had a really good first half.
I mean, I really thought I had him.
Well, I never thought you had him, but
What'd you say?
I never thought you had him. But I was quite surprised that you were where you were. He's the two-time defending NFC champion, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's no pushover.
I'm not saying he's a pushover.
No, you're taking me the wrong way, Alex.
Right.
I mean that I didn't think you would beat him.
Oh, okay.
And that, I'm just being honest, I didn't think you'd beat him. And then when you were beating him at the half, I was like, wow. That's fucking really good. You had him with 9 points, man. What was it, 14-9?
Yeah, 13 now, because I missed the damn freaking extra point, man.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot of good that comes from it.
Okay, so hey, we never got around to all these skill points because now I got a whole bunch of skill points here for all these damn players.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Okay.
That's why you work on shit, you know. That's why, because you find stuff and you go, okay, because the match coverage is the story of this game. And if you understand match coverage, you understand how they're going to play a route. Do you understand?
Yes.
So an example of that is say you got 3 receivers to one side, and you got two to another. You zone one side, but you man the other. Okay.
So okay, you man one side and zone the other.
Nick Saban does this all the time at Alabama. He gets 3 receivers to one side, and he gets 1 receiver on the other side by himself. So the corner that's with the solo receiver has what's called MEG rules. Man everywhere he goes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an example of a man on one side but a zone on the other, a combination coverage. And so these zone coverages, they carry in certain zones, certain routes, certain combinations. Like an example, if you have 3 receivers to one side, that receiver on the other side is going to be in a man-to-man.
Right.
Doesn't matter if Buddy's in a cloud. Doesn't matter if Buddy's in a man-to-man on the solo side, unless Buddy plays to the sticks. And if he plays to the sticks, then he calls off match coverage, right? Play to the sticks, plays spot coverage.
Right.
Do you understand the difference between the two?
Yeah, because if you don't hit to the sticks, he's gonna stick with them. But if you hit to the sticks, he's gonna play up to the freaking to the line of, to the first down to the sticks essentially.
Think of it like this, bro. Think of it like this. If someone's playing match coverage on you, then the second man under is going to be open. Because the first man is going to have a defender carrying him. So an example of this would be dagger. Do you use dagger?
Yes, that's the one I scored the touchdown with at the end.
What route did you hit the touchdown on?
The fly route.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah.
Did he blitz? What was that? Like he just caught it? You just caught an opening in the zone?
Well, I ran it the play before, and I was trying to hit the tight end, so I figured he was gonna. I did it again, hoping he would try to cover him, and he sure did. He came down to cover in the. I don't know what happened. Let me go. I can't go look, but I had my speediest receiver, my fastest receiver right there in that route, and he just burned.
Did you hit him hot? Did you hit him hot, or did you hit him deep?
I hit him deep. Yeah, I floated right in there, right in the end zone. So
an example of second man under being open would be dagger. So second man would be the 12-yard dig, or it could be the drag underneath. The concept being that the streak is going to push the window open. When the streak goes deep, the coverage is going to roll back. And when it rolls back, the window's going to open. And you want to throw the football through windows, not doors. Doors are closed. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now if you know someone's playing match coverage, a concept like dagger is gold. Okay?
Right.
Because the stretch is going to get, the vertical is going to get carried, and the dig's going to come underneath, and you may even catch the drag. Basically, how's the linebacker going to play the drag? Is he going to come down hard on the drag, then you hit your 12-yard dig? If not, if he's going to play it on us and play off, then you take your drag underneath and take your 5 yards. So in match coverage, second man under is the man to go to, generally speaking, when you're calling plays.
Right.
What's another one? Double slants would be a great example. In man, the first man is open. In zone, the second man is open because the first man pulls the zone away, and opens a window for the second man cutting across. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Now, if you play D, I'm going to play a combination of spot and match. I'm going to give you different combinations, and that's the basis for my defense. That if you think that you know that it's cover 3 all the time, you don't know that sometimes it's cover 3 match and sometimes it's cover 3 sky. Cover 3 sky is spot coverage. So you got to play games with your match, with your play to the sticks. Play to the sticks turns it into a spot. Okay? So
Right.
if you got coverage and they're carrying and Buddy is taking advantage of it, like someone like me, and I'm taking advantage of your coverage carrying, then just start playing to the sticks and everybody will start playing spot coverage. Now, I know how to beat spot coverage too. But the question is that can I figure out whether it's spot or match inside of 2 seconds? Right?
Right.
Now, most guys, what's going to happen is they don't know enough about the game. They're just going to play the coverage the way the coverage play. So when you play Cali or you play, you know what I mean, you play some of the guys that are middle of the pack, they're not going to know that. When you play Mr. Witness or you play me, I'm going to know that. So you're going to have to watch out for that. Make sense?
Yes.
Like a play that I like, you look for plays that are good versus cover 2, or you look for plays that are versus cover 2 or cover 3. Like a play that will beat 2 and beat 3. So if you get a play that beats 2 and beats 3, then what the fuck is that? Then when the ball snapped, as soon as you read what the coverage is, you know who to go to. So I'll give you an example of a play that kills cover 2 and kills cover 3. It's called inside cross. Do you know inside cross?
Yes.
It's at a wing. It's a wing slot.
Right.
That's a fabulous fucking play, Alex. Now on the wing slot, the tight end does the outside guy sits down. Do you remember that?
On which one?
It's called single back wing slot.
Yeah.
And the play's called inside cross. There's 2 tight ends on one side and 2 receivers on the other side.
Yep.
And so the inside tight end does a drag, and the outside tight end does this hook. He cuts across on a 45, and then he sits down right in the middle of the field.
Right in the middle of the field. Yep.
Okay. So I don't let him do that. I tell him to do a seam. Okay.
Go straight up. Okay.
Okay, so he's hot off the line. Okay, so the way I do it is a high-low. So on the left side, I have the skinny post, and then I have the tight end dragging underneath. On the other side, I have a seam, and I have the wide receiver dragging underneath. Does that make sense?
Huh. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, so if I catch a cover 3, then I can go to my drags. Drags are excellent against cover 3. Drags are not good against cover 2, theoretically. And if you're in the NFL, you don't run drags against a cover 2 defense. And
Right.
and here as well too, they do a decent job of clamping down. So if I read cover 3 and I'm in wing slot, then I'm going to my drags. If I read cover 2 and it's wing slot, I'm looking for the seam and the post, depending on how the safety split, right? I might even in cover 3 hit the seam or the safety if, like, for example, tonight I'm playing double D. He likes to base a line. So what he's going to do is he's going to base a line in a cover 3. So that safety that's supposed to rotate to the middle of the field, he's going to start on the hash, right?
Right.
And then he's going to rotate to the middle. Well, what happens if he's on the left hash and I see that I know he's in base of line and I see that safety bail down to a purple. You know how they do that, right? In cover 3?
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I'm looking at the safeties when the ball snapped, and I see that safety bail down, and I say to myself, that's fucking cover 3. Bam! I hit that fucking seam. There's no way that safety can get from that left hash over to that seam. Does that make sense?
Yes. To the
So
right
that's
seam.
how
So he can't get from the left hash to the right seam.
No way.
Right.
No fucking way.
Right.
As soon as he clears those linebackers, I push up on and it's the left stick. It's not the right stick.
Yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
same, it's just,
Yeah.
so
I figured.
left stick.
I meant to tell you that. Yeah. Sorry.
So I would throw up on the left stick and throw it to him on the seam right over top of the linebackers' heads. So if I know he's base aligning, then I love seams because that guy's not going to be in proper position to cover in cover 3. Now, if I'm on wing slot and it's cover 2, then I'm looking for the post or I'm looking for the seams. If I don't like what I see, then I'll take it down to the drag and take my 5 yards, right? That's an example of a play that works against cover 2 and cover 3. You got to find plays that work against cover 2, cover 3. Like, I'll give you another example. My play PA deep outs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That play works versus cover 2 and cover 3 because in cover 2, that post attacks the middle of the field. And if the middle linebacker tries to drop all the way back, I have the tight end doing an in. And if it's cover 3, the corners are going to be playing off, which is going to open up the window for the deep out. Make sense?
Yes.
It's an example of a play being a cover 2 and a cover 3. Now, I always need more plays that beat cover 2, cover 3. I'm always trying to find more plays. I have more plays that are like good versus a 2, but I can take the check down. But the plays that work against cover 2 and 3, that's where you can hammer them. You got to start hitting the seams, right? That's the soft spot, I think. The corner routes they're covering really fucking tight, right?
Right. Yeah.
I can't believe how tight the coverage is on the corner routes, Alex.
They're tight. I did that play action out. I ran that one play on him. I got him.
Play?
I made it. I hot routed my outside receiver to an out route, and I on a play action pass, and I got him. His corners are drifting, and I noticed that, and I threw it like you said. I did 9 o'clock and pass, but I also hit the L1 button. It threw a little high, but he went up and got it. I did high point.
That's good.
So hey, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm looking at and I'm sorry, I'm trying to get off. I'm not trying to get off point.
I don't mind, Alex. We're just shooting the shit.
So I'm looking at these skill points. So like I'm on Fletcher Cox right now. It says power rush. He's 94.
Okay, send me a picture of Fletcher Cox's stats. So click on Fletcher Cox's card.
Okay.